Hi everyone, Nils here and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be taking a look over at passives and how they interact when you craft fighters with multiple passives at once. Now, I'm being honest, I don't actually have no idea how it works, like in detail, but the only thing I know is that when you fuse like a very good passive and you're forced to fuse with a passive that's really bad, you're going to get something completely different and you're going to lose the good passive. So the only thing that I know is that when you really want to keep a passive and you want to transfer it over to the crafted, you should only fuse with units without any passives. Now, let's have a look, and we're going to do some tests with a whole bunch of units to try and understand better how the passives work when you fuse. So let's open our bag here first of all, and let's have a look at our shard situation. So it looks like we have 93 shards here from One Piece, so might as well just go ahead and teleport over to the Fruits Island. And I'm just gonna hatch here on the star a little bit until I get a whole bunch of these mythical units so we can work with. So I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I hatched a whole bunch of these mythical units here for a little bit, and let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Okay, so we have 3 shinies, which we don't really need. Might as well go ahead and just sell these. We can keep one just for a future video that I want to work on. So we have 10 of these. That's perfect. We can craft 2 of them. Now we managed to get 1 strong 2, which is a rare passive, and we also got a negative passive. So let's head over here to Hero University, and we're gonna try to get like a whole bunch of passives on them. Hopefully we're gonna get a legendary as well. That's kind of what I had in mind. And we have a whole bunch of shards and they only cost 2, so I guess we can afford spending a little bit of time spinning on them. Okay, let's skip this one for now. Guess we can keep that one as well, even though we already have 1 rare passive, but let's just use a passive on each and every single one of them. Oh, give us a tank. That's fine. It's an epic one, regardless. So what do we have? Now we still need a legendary passive. We're gonna keep 2 of them without passives, now that I'm thinking of it, and we're just gonna go like this and see what we can do. It's another genius. Okay, we might as well just reroll at this point. Getting a legendary one might take a while, so we're just gonna have to keep on spinning and spinning. Oh, come on, just give us a tank, man, please. Oh, please stay there. Dude, that's actually not even bad. Okay, scrap what I said, guys. We're gonna keep this one. We're actually gonna keep this one. But I'm not entirely sure if it's better though. Let me just do this real quick, guys. Just okay, so it's all clearance. Sorry, but I just wanna check this out real quick, just out of curiosity. So Clarent does 72 damage, and shiny, no, craftable does 1. Okay, so this guy is better than the Clarent. So we can just craft one of them with the collector 3 just for our collector lineup. So we're just gonna reroll here. We're gonna leave that one on the side. Oof. How cool would it be if we get a mythical passive and we just like test over with that one? That'd be pretty cool, I think. Do we have 3 tactical too, guys? I think we have 3, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do one of these fusions where we use these 3. It should transfer over. Actually, no, we're gonna do 2 of them with something different and see what happens. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna keep 1 blanket. I guess we can reroll this one. We don't really need 3 of them. If we use 3 of the same ones, they're gonna transfer over. We just need 2. So we're just gonna keep on rerolling on this one for now until we get the legendary passive. Which, by the way, guys, I might have underestimated how many mythicals we need, so we might just grab a couple more of those when we get back there. There we go. That's a legendary passive for sure, dude. Another collector 3? Okay, what is going on? When I'm trying to get collector good units, we cannot get them, and now we're just rolling good after good one. That's pretty crazy to think of. Alright, so after spinning a little bit more and opening a little bit more, this is what we have, guys, and I sort of labeled them here just to get some combinations out. So first thing that we're going to try is we're going to try two of the same passives. We have a collector 3 here and a collector 2, and this one is a blanket one, right? So first of all, let's see what happens if you use the same passive but two different rarities. Which one will take over? Now, I pray we keep collector 3 because I actually would like to use this unit regardless, but we'll see. But just to avoid any problems, let's go ahead here and lock all of these, and we unlock that's one, that's two, and we unlock this one. Okay, now we can go ahead and craft, and let's see what the game actually gives us. Okay, let's go over fighter syntax stuff. So apparently the strongest one managed to stay on. We got a collector 3 out of this one, but that was because the passives were the same as well, so we didn't get anything transferred over. And let's go to the second transformation. For some reason, when you try to fuse stuff, you get these tags sometimes when you name them. I don't know why. You can see I try to name him and I get a tag, but anyhow. Let's now do something like this, right? So we're gonna be doing one tactical 2, one reach 2, and one speedy. And let's see what we get out of this one. I assume we're gonna get an epic rarity, of course, because all three of them are rare. But let's see what we actually get out of this one. So what we get, we got reach 2, reach 3. So I guess that's like random, guy. So we just get one of the three randomly, and what we have up next to test. Okay, so next up we're gonna be doing these three passives again. However, I think it's just gonna be random, although I have an idea because on the previous one where we did the epics, the strongest one, the highest level one, or like strongest one in terms of damage, was the one that came on the top. Now, if we get reach 2 again out of this one, maybe it has to do with the highest level of the fighter. Maybe. But first of all, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we got reach 2 again. Perhaps, guys, this is what happens. The strongest fighter keeps his passive. Now, if we do these three again, and we get a genius 1, I assume that there is a very high possibility that this is the case, and it works based off the strongest fighter or the highest level fighter. But let's see first what we come out. Tough. Okay, we got tactical, so scrap what I just said, guys. Apparently, when you fuse 3 different passives of the same rarity, like common, rare, epic, legendary, it is completely random. So this theory does not work. And let's see what else we have to work with. So we have an epic here, a negative passive here. And let's go ahead and roll something on this guy just so we have like 3 different rarities. Here university. I would still love to get a legendary, but unfortunately the luck is not on our side when it comes to that. So let's just go ahead here and reroll. Oh, please give me the tag, man. So right now we have an epic, a common, and a negative passive. I'm really curious as to what's gonna come out of this. In my opinion, or well, with my like thought process, we should get a common simply due to the fact, so like this is a tier 3, this is a tier 1, so the middle of these would be a tier 2, but then you have this negative one, so this drags you down 1 tier, so you would get like this one, but yeah, this is just assumptions. Alright, so I just checked the video back just to see, and it turns out that we did indeed get this tactical too, but as I said, I think that this is highly random and RNG. Like just as we got this one, we could have had something a lot worse. Now let's try to fuse an epic, a rare, and a common, and let's see what we come out with. This time we got a common. We have 13 more shots at our disposal, which means we can roll 4 more times and we can craft 1 more, so might as well just okay, that was weird. We got 6 of them all at once. Didn't expect that. I'll take it though. So let's head over here in university, and we're gonna create 4 passives, all 4 of these, and we're just gonna craft with a specific combination of our... Okay, nope. For a second I thought we were getting another collector. So we have 1 common here. So let's head over back to the Fruits Island. Let's do it like this. We're gonna put 2 rares. Actually, should we do it like this or like this? It's the better choice. What do you guys think? I could do it like this, but at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that when you fuse, it's like random. One of the 3 passives, whatever it is gonna come out on top, or well, 2 rather. So we ended up getting. What did we end up getting? We ended up getting with the reach 2. So I think at this point it's random, or maybe it was the collector. But yeah, anyway guys, after doing this mini experiment, I guess the one thing that we can just say for sure is if you are crafting, craft with only 1 passive, especially if you want to make sure that it gets transferred over 100%. Now, we used the same passive of different rarity and the strongest one stayed, but I still think that's RNG related. I don't think it just stayed because it's the same passive, it was just stronger rarity. I think it's RNG. And yeah, like this was a pretty good experiment, but honestly, it makes no sense. It's just random. So the best thing you can do, guys, if you get a really good passive on your fighter, like for example, do I have anything right now? So let's say that I wanted to like craft this guy, right? Let's say that this was like solid gold and I wanted to craft this. If you don't have plain fighters without any passives, it's better if you guys just wait and be a little bit patient until you get one rather than rushing. Like for example, look at this situation, right? So I have 1 shiny Gilgamesh with Genius 3, which is a very good passive. I have a Gilgamesh with a Reach 1 and I have a naked Gilgamesh, right? So let's say I get 2 more Gilgameshes here and maybe I get another passive. The best thing you can do, guys, even though you're really tempted to craft fighter, just don't craft anything. Just wait until you have 4 more naked heroes. So you ensure that your passive gets transferred over, because it would be a shame to just lose a good passive because you're being impatient or whatever. But anyway, that was pretty much it for this video, guys. So after conducting this little experiment, basically what I understand and how I interpreted the results of this is that it's basically random. So if you combine 3 passives, you have a possibility to get either of the 3. Like, it doesn't matter if one is the strongest, it doesn't matter if they just balance out and meet in the middle. Like, it feels like that you just have, I don't know, like 33% chance to get either of the 3, and no other rules apply to this. So it's just completely random. As I said, if you want to be sure and if you really have a good passive, please just take your time, be a little bit more patient until you get another unit to craft that's naked and it doesn't have a single passive. Now, I've said this before, I feel like here in the passive machine, when you interact with this, there should be like a secondary button, like right here or something on the menu, where you can like put this fighter in and you can pay like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 5 shards to remove a passive. I've said this before and I think that should be a good solution, since this whole thing is like completely RNG, or at least to my understanding after what we just saw together a few minutes ago. This is how I interpret it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you now kind of have a better idea of how things work. Although this is not clean, right? This is just a small sample size of testing. But yeah, as always, make sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. It helps me out a lot. And make sure to click the notification bell as well to not miss any of the future uploads. And until the next one, take care.